Check out my handy dandy paddle kit, just in case this thing turns into a canoe out there. The spark plug itself got smashed because it was in it. The piston smashed it. Pretty lame. Sea-doo for the win on this one, boys. Here it is, the Sea-doo XP DI 951. It's a bit more garbagey than I wanted. You can see it's all nicked up. Has some interesting, well, not the worst repair job I've seen. I also found that it leaks around, like this one. I know because it's just sitting there with water dripping out of it before. I already drained it all out though. It does have a stereo system on it, which is, you know, I'm not saying that the stereo is bad or anything. I've not tested it though. Just it's something a little bit different and interesting. You can see on the other side, it kind of pokes out a little bit. And I'm trying to take care of the spark plug problem, where this one was cross-threaded in, and I'm just using that garbage spark plug because the threads were still good on that. And I'm trying to thread it in properly. I'm just hoping that there's enough threads there to do this. And you know, if I can't get it to work out, I'm gonna have to put a new cylinder head on it. So yep, I'm just doing that. Once I get that taken care of, I will, if I can get that threaded in there properly, I'll attempt to run this thing again and hopefully do some riding on it, because I'm actually legitimately excited about this particular ski, and I think it'll be pretty fun. Excuse me, pretty fun. So I'm just threading this spark plug in straight. It's not giving me too much of a hassle. And when I say straight on these, they're supposed to be at a bit of an angle. So I'm going to set my camera down because I really need to concentrate on what I'm doing here, just to make sure it's going in properly. Okay, I'm really trying to match the angle to the other one that is in there correctly. So at first there, it was trying to go into how they screwed it up before. And I was like, it's going in a little bit too easy. But honestly, the threads in the head are just all junked up. But the spark plug threads are steel, whereas the threads in the head are aluminum. So the spark plug didn't get messed up at all, because, you know, steel threads. And I just mean the threads on the spark plug didn't get messed up. The spark plug itself got smashed because it was in at the improper angle, and the piston smashed it. Either that or it may have been dropped before it was installed. I'm not 100% certain it was this piston that smashed it, because I wasn't there and I have no idea. But it looks as though I've got the proper angle going now. I'm probably gonna work that back and forth a few times, put some anti-seize on it, just make sure I got the normal threads in the head kind of all squared away. I'm not sure how well you can see in there, but I was able to screw this in and get it in properly, more of at the correct angle, and it looks like it'll have a good seal and everything. And it felt like there was still some threads left, so I think it will stay in there. We'll see, but I still have to take care of, like, I'm sure you guys are thinking to yourself, oh, what about the little metal shavings that were falling into the cylinder just there? Well, I'm gonna pull this out, then I'm gonna vacuum that out. So not to say that necessarily will get all the shavings, but better to do that than do absolutely nothing, I guess. All right, let's see if it fires up. New spark plug in it. Gotta get the 2 chimes out of it. There you go. It's fired up. It's actually staying running. I don't remember if I did a clip of it before, but it would only run for about 5 seconds, absolute maximum, before. So It probably would have ran, even with the spark plug in there sideways, if it wasn't smashed. Yeah, it seems fine. Not bad. Don't want to run it too long without water. Ruin a carbon seal or a head gasket or something. Actually, I'm not exactly sure what they use on these. They probably have a carbon seal. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Well, as to say, I'm not 100% Mr. Know-It-All on this particular ski. Talk about here was that the steering is super loose, and when you know it, somebody fired up a grinder. You try to talk and somebody fires up a grinder. Well, the steering column is not securely bolted down, so I'm having to take a wrench up into here and then a wrench on the other side here. All right, guys, this is my first time out on this thing, and wouldn't you know it, it's already saying no, I'm not gonna work. How hilarious is that? It's like, nope, not gonna do it. Wow. It was running fine, and then I never even got it up and going. Alright, that's me pulling it into shore because, you know, it didn't work out. Pretty typical. So, I'll see if I can clean those plugs and see if we can rip, but it's just a sea-doo, man. This is the sea-doo lifestyle. I remember from back in the old days. I took the spark plugs out, and one of them is fouled. You can see the one. It's all black and kind of wet. And the one that was running proper is kind of that brownish white. And it's not the one, this is not the one that I had to mess with, so that's kind of weird, but you know, we'll clean it up, get it back in there. I won't warm it up so long. I think that's why it fouled out, because I was just sitting around. We got to just punch it, give the Italian tune-up, get her all cleaned up. And I guess that cylinder has been dragging the other one along for a while, so maybe that's why. I'll get the new plugs, or I'll get the plugs in there, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's give it a test. We'll know pretty quick here. So far, it's running. Yep, short-lived. I guess that's it. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. Okay, I've got a battery with a little more life in it. Got the plugs cleaned up again. And if it goes, we're gonna just let it rip. I also have a paddle just in case. very nervous, but come on, let's go, baby. You're doing okay. You can tell one of the plugs just kind of fell. Over here. Pretty darn good. It's doing exactly what I want. I kind of like it. Right there is really annoying. Come on, plugs, get cleaned up. I'll be doing this for a while, guys, so if I shut it down for a minute, I don't think it's gonna blow up or anything. It's just whether my plugs will foul off. I haven't broken down or anything. I want to stop and show you guys something. Check out my handy dandy paddle kit, just in case this thing turns into a canoe out there. I got my cell phone too, in case I have to be like, call for a tow, but as long as I don't go too far, that paddle should work just fine. Alright, surprise, surprise, the Sea-Doo did not fail me today. So that's a pretty bold statement. I had to put on a little hat, it was getting kind of cold out there. I ran back and forth for probably half an hour, 45 minutes. And I got it to go kind of to the speed it's supposed to, like once for, maybe a couple of minutes. So I really think just a new set of spark plugs and we'll be doing pretty good on this one. but it's still mostly firing on 2. You know, working pretty good, and hey, that's not so bad. It's out, you know, I kind of like it. I really do. It's a fun little ski, and I don't know, I'm thinking, I always say this, but I'm thinking about keeping it. But we'll see what happens, how everything goes. But if you guys know any cool mods for these XPDIs, 951s, let me know in the comment section. If you have one, for sure let me know. And let me know what kind of mods you have on it and what your top speed is. That would be great. And that'll do it for this one. Seadoo did not fail me. Seadoo for the win on this one, boys.